This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It's Wednesday, December 9th. I'm Jeff here with my friends Al and Stephanie. How you guys feeling?
Feeling good.
Happy hump day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it is Wednesday already. Feels like a Friday today.
Does it?
Yeah, it actually does.
I think every day can be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
In this COVID world, like if you're not working that day, it's Friday.
You know what makes it feel like Friday? I think the Christmas lights around the office.
I think it is.
They did a fantastic job decorating.
I think, you know, whenever I see Christmassy things and Christmas lights, it always makes me feel really, like, excited and happy.
And we got some Hanukkah candles back there. We're supporting everybody. We're supporting everybody back there.
And Jeff, you don't know it, but I saw the camera shot. You were pointing right at a Christmas tree. As you said, we got some Hanukkah.
Let's get a wide shot. We got a giant menorah back there.
There
you
we
can
go.
See
Look
that.
at
You can
that.
see it
That's
back there.
fantastic.
We're not hating.
No, I love it.
People are like, man, delete. They're about to hate. All right. Speaking of hate, Al's going to get on this one. Taylor Swift is getting into the spirit of the season by helping out some of her fans with some holiday cheer. Taylor donated $13,000 to two moms who have been struggling to pay their bills during the pandemic. I think it's a great thing. Their stories were both featured in the Washington Post, and Taylor donated directly to their GoFundMe campaigns and wrote messages on both women's boards, along with $13,000 donations. Like we mentioned, 13 is associated with Taylor Swift. We'll explain. Taylor also donated to a local food bank after one Swiftie created a light display to the tune of Taylor's song Christmas Tree Farm. Let's have a look.
And telling me I love you. Baby, Merry Christmas. Oh, baby, Merry Christmas.
There you go, spreading some Christmas cheer, Al.
There was a lot
Loving
going
it.
on. Yeah. Look, and Steph, before I say what I'm going to say, can you explain the meaning of 13 with Taylor?
It's her synonymous number. So I think she had like an album, 13.
And she used to write 13 on her hand all the time.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of like, you know, like Ariana Grande had like 7 rings.
Yes, I remember
That's her thing. 13 is just Taylor's thing.
I think 13.
What are you hating on 13 for?
I'm not hating on 13. I just, when we initially got the story this morning,
Go for it.
Go
I
on.
thought it was going to be more than 2 people that got the. I don't ever hate
Listen,
on charity.
What he's saying
I
is
thought
she
it was a low amount of money.
$26,000. She maybe could afford more. Is that what you're saying?
I don't have a spare $26,000 just to give out to charity, as much as I would absolutely love. I would absolutely love to, but I don't have those kinds of funds. So what is the problem?
Look,
Al?
I'm trying to do it because I don't want it with the Swifties. I don't want it with y'all.
I'm trying to throw a little gasoline on it,
But
too.
I'm just gonna, yes, but I'm just saying, when I initially saw the story, it's like, oh, 13, did she do that for 130 families? It's like, oh, 13, I mean, that's like...
It's also not Taylor Swift's problem to be like solving everyone else's issues, is it? I think it's just a very nice, generous gesture from the heart.
It was definitely
She obviously
generous.
was it the Washington Post? Did you say it was the newspaper, wasn't it? That she read about these 2 particular individuals and felt compelled to help them. So I think that's the reason why there was only 2.
Am I hating with the 13,000?
Listen, when you first say 13,000, like to a big celebrity, I think a lot of people think in their minds like, that's it, 13,000. But what I think she's doing is taking that number that she's associated with and spreading it out. Who knows if she does it 100 times, right? Which will equal 130,000. That makes a bigger chunk for you.
I think that's more than enough, is it not?
It is. I think it is too. But I'm just trying to help Al out over here.
Okay, sorry, Al.
Okay, I just think it's a little low.
Oh, sticking to your
Ben.
guns. I like it. I like it. All right. Other celebrities are getting to the holiday spirit as well, but by lighting up their mansion. So check out Kim Kardashian's white light display on her $60 million Calabasas home. Instead of decorating the house, she put Snow White lights on all the trees. And she put Snow White lights on it? Yeah, I don't think she did. No. Jessica Simpson kept things simple with multicolored lights, lining her home and yellow lights on her tree. All right, very intrusive photos.
I know.
But Jennifer Gardner wins Christmas with these super bright rainbow lights all over the house, trees, and yard. And Rachel Ray said she wasn't putting up her usual big Christmas tree this year because of the fire that destroyed part of her home. Let's watch.
Yeah.
And down the center of our back table, saved from our house that burned, a horse sculpture that is exactly the same as one my mom had in our house when I was a little girl. I found it at a flea market, no kidding. And these are living trees, the topiaries and the trees in boxes. These are all living things because it's all about renewal.
Aww.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a sad story, but it's almost like a rebirth story, right?
Yeah, I think that's lovely. It makes I feel really bad, like my little heart hurts for her, you know. How crazy though that she found that ornament that was the same as what her mum had at a flea market. Is that not wild?
Well, they probably made a lot of them. But, you know, I don't think the company made one and we're like, all done here. No, but I do like what she's trying to do, which is symbolize renewal, because we forget with all the things that we dealt with this year, we had fires that just like, I think fires are like that thing where we still get comments sometimes from people like, well, just move or get out. I mean, these fires, you know, they move, what, 100 yards in 10 seconds or something like that? And everything that you know and cared about, baby pictures, they're just gone. So I think a lot of people have lost physical things, people, you know, their sense of safety.
Yeah.
And so I think that those trees represent a lot lot more than just a tree in a box. That's why I'm not hating on that. I kind of like that.
I think
that's why I said like a rebirth. Listen, there's a 2020. Listen, everyone feels the same way about 2020. We've lost loved ones, we've lost homes, we've lost a lot of things. But there's always something to be appreciative for, right? No matter what happens in your life, you got to find the good in everything bad that's going on. And I think, you know, ironically, that's what those trees represent at Rachel.
I want to see your trees. Have you guys got trees at home?
I don't know if they put my tree in there. It kind of looks like, oh, we do? This is just
tree.
a little, you know, we set up in our living room. We did November 1st, by the way.
November 1st?
That's when we throw down.
Outrageous.
We don't mess around. That's when we do.
Outrageous.
Why?
It's too early.
Is your tree up now? I feel like you have an empty apartment.
It's filled with my cat's
I
toys.
put my Christmas decorations up. I don't know if they have them in there yet.
Well, let's have a look at
Is this yours, Al?
Yes. That's the front of my house.
I love it.
We started to put them up, and then
What
it got.
is that just tree thing? What is
Well,
that?
there's supposed to be 2 of them, and you know, we didn't get to the other one. It got really cold, and we were like, "Are you cold?" And I was like, "I'm cold." And she's like, "Do you want to?"
Basically, you went like this and be like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, it's a little chilly. Leave the other one inside."
We just put one tree up with it, like, you guys get it. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna finish it when it's warmer.
All right, you tried. What about you, Steph?
Yeah, Steph.
I haven't got nothing up.
So Al put himself out on the line.
I'll take second place.
I love Al's display. Like,
Yes.
I am so here for it. That makes me love him even more.
I love that he put one thing
Yes,
on.
that was
It's too
literally-
cold out there.
That was my house, though, so I don't want people to think that's a stock photo. That's at the crib right now. Yeah.
Save the other one for next year. Let's not show off. It's been a tough year for everybody.
I
We don't
love
show off.
it.
All right, keeping up with the holiday theme, our favorite sweets this time of year really depend on where we live, I guess. Job search site Zippa looked at Google Trends to find the most popular Christmas desserts by state. So, no surprise, gingerbread cookies and cheesecake and holiday cookies were popular in most states, but here are some unusual ones. I love me a good gingerbread this time of year. Utah and Washington State prefer fruity candies. Idaho is all about candy canes, and the Carolinas all about fruitcake.
Oh, I hate fruitcake.
I don't even, you know, I want to retry fruitcake
I
just
hate
to see if I still hate it.
fruitcake.
And get this, people in Wyoming say eggnog is their favorite dessert.
no.
And in Arizona, it's very hot. They like their hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate's good.
So let's get back to some of our favorites. I love me a good gingerbread cookie this time of year because I'm all about celebrating the seasons. But I would like to retry fruitcake because I feel like I haven't had it in so long, and I just people talk so bad about it.
It's
I want to
so
give it another shot.
dry.
Right.
It's like eating cardboard, isn't it?
But maybe you had a bad piece.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm actually realising I like Christmas. I do. I don't want people.
Just
I said
now?
I don't like Christmas movies. I don't like Christmas songs. And we were going through Christmas desserts, and I was like, I don't like Christmas desserts. And I had to really think about it. The only thing that seemed slightly appeasing to me was a chocolate log. Here we go.
There we go.
Take a look.
A chocolate log.
I'll have a chocolate log. There we go. That'll
I want
do.
Steph to give the Christmas dinner like grace for everybody. Like, look, I don't like Christmas. I don't like the
I do
music.
like
I don't like you guys in my house. But
I don't really like
I
those
do like
people
this
around my
chocolate
house
log.
either, no.
So enjoy.
Amen.
Enjoy and get out.
Yes, I'm a sugar cookie guy.
Am I?
I like sugar cookies
Al,
right
you
out of
love
the
your
oven.
sweets.
Is that the
buddy.
ones with like they've got the decorations?
Yeah, a
on?
little sugar on top. They don't lie about who they are. They're like there's sugar in the cookie and there's visible sugar on top of it. I'm with it.
I mean, it sounds nice. It's just not appealing. What do you eat? Again,
I love a gingerbread cookie, but I'm also all about the cinnamon thing. So like, not a candy cane with the peppermint. I'm more of a cinnamon candy cane guy.
Oh,
It all
get a little.
sounds awful.
I like the candy canes that are
awful.
multicolored.
Wait, how do you say you love Christmas? You just
I
bashed
like-
everything we just threw
I
out
like
there.
Even the
Christmas-
candy.
I like Christmas lights.
Okay, so you just more.
So lights and logs are that's
there.
it.
That's going to
it.
be her card. Wishing your family lights and logs this year.
That's it. Let's move on to 2021. So do you think your Christmas tree just comes out of the ground looking perfect? Mine does because it comes out of a box. Well, think again. Check out these videos posted on TikTok of workers actually trimming trees at a tree farm to give them that Christmas shape. So I guess we've been fooled all along.
I think he's done with that one.
Look at that machete.
Let him go. He's badass.
tree. I thought
Of course.
But when you go drive by the mountains, you see like evergreen trees. They kind of have a Christmas shape to it. So what's that all about?
I didn't know they just beat them like that. I don't know if I like that. I feel like we should have censored that footage. I don't know. I want somebody to break the mold and just have like a come as you are tree. Just like, hey, just if you're weird in the middle, we still accept you. You know, body positivity for trees too.
Yeah, a no judging tree. Why don't we have those?
I mean, I didn't wake up like this. What expects you not to make your Christmas tree just be magical?
Steph, you don't even have a Christmas tree.
I know I don't.
Well, let's fix that.
I'm really good.
By next week? Next week? Are you going to promise our viewers look in the camera and say you're going to have a Christmas?
I'm not going to have a Christmas tree for you lot next week. I'll gladly observe everyone else.
You're not going to have one even Christmas Day?
You know what? It's making me really realise I like Christmas.
It doesn't sound like it at all. It sounds like you're going to sabotage our Christmas decorations.
You know what I like about
You're going to have a
Christmas?
machete.
I like a turkey. I like gravy.
Okay, I don't know if
That's
those
Thanksgiving, but
yeah,
we're getting closer. We're filling the cup
animals that are around the holiday. I like that. Just kind of random animals and random toppings. All right.
All right, random show. Coming up on DBL, TV and Broadway star Matthew Morrison is in a live musical version of The Grinch and telling us what it took to get into character. And what's going on with Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani's wedding? Well, Stephanie, the Grinch, speaking of Grinch, tells us all about it in What Up Wednesday.
What up?
Welcome back to DBL. I've searched high and low to bring you lot the juiciest celebrity gossip of the week, which must mean it's time for What Up Wednesday. Our first stop on the What Up World map is LA to visit the newly engaged Blake and Gwen. Now that the question has been popped, there's a new question that needs answering, and it's about the wedding. Exactly right, Gwen. Well, we're learning more about the pair's plans for their special day. Gwen says to not expect a whirlwind wedding anytime soon, and here's what's up. The singer told Ryan Seacrest that as long as masks are on, the wedding will be held off. Sounds like Gwen wants this to be a big affair with loads of guests, so I'll be keeping an eye out for my invite. And we're hanging out in Hollywood, this time paying a visit to Madonna. This material girl knows a thing or two about personal style, but when it comes to tattoos, she's like a virgin. Well, that changed this week when the 62-year-old singer checked off an item from her bucket list. It was her very first tattoo. And here's what's up. Those are the initials of all 6 of her children on her left wrist. She captioned the photo inked for the very first time. Now, all that's left for Madonna to do is strike a pose. Our final stop is Fort Worth, Texas, where Joe Exotic is serving time behind bars. But the Tiger King may have come with an ace up his sleeve in order to get out of his 22-year sentence. Only Kim Kardashian. New reports say that Joe has written a letter to the reality star asking Kim to request a presidential pardon from Donald Trump. I mean, Kim K, Donald Trump, Joe Exotic, all in one story? It's literally like a 2020 bingo card. And here's what's up. This Kardashian certainly likes to keep up and knows who Joe is. Well, she's tweeted about Joe's foe, Carol Baskin, and even rocked the Carol flower crown for Halloween. But will she be taking him up on his offer? Well, so far, there's no word from Kim. Maybe the cat's got a tongue. That's it for this week's What Up Wednesday. We will be right back.
Hi.
Christmas Eve, the whole Christmas season. I hate all the who's, don't ask me the reason. It could be the hearts are so full of mirth. It could be the problem goes back to my birth. Maybe peace.
Welcome back to DBL. That was a sneak peek of tonight's premiere of Dr. Seuss' The Grinch musical on NBC. Earlier, I talked with the star, Matthew Morrison, to see how he brought the character to life. Check it out. Matthew Morrison joins us live. First of all, Matthew, welcome to DBL.
Who's hanging a miserable mistletoe wreath?
A lot of people have played the Grinch, just like a lot of people have played Batman, and everybody's gonna have their favorite Batman. How are you going to make this Grinch a lot of people's favorite Grinch? What are you gonna bring to this Grinch that no one has before?
Well, I hope it's people's least favorite Grinch.
That's a good point.
Then I will have done my job right. Well, first of all, this is a musical, so I think that in and of itself, that makes it different from the other versions. But in that, I had to find out, how does the Grinch sing and how does he dance? Because I was like, I don't want the Grinch to to dance. That's just kind of ridiculous. We actually already shot this. This was meant to be a live musical, but with COVID protocols this year, the actors were in a bubble, the camera crew was in a bubble, the stagehands were in a bubble, so it was impossible to film this live. But we rehearsed this for 5 weeks like a stage musical or a play. I felt really terrified to go into this role because it's something I don't usually do, play this kind of like dark character. But there was this great liberation that happened within it, and it made me feel so free and just I had a ball.
I just want to ask a question as a fan. Just how long did it take for you to transform into the Grinch, like actual time?
You know, it's a process. I mean, the whole process took 3.5 hours. And I really gave me time to just kind of sit in like what I wanted to bring to this performance. So honestly, that whole month of rehearsal, we were in a mask and doing the distance thing. But it wasn't until we actually filmed this thing, which we only did it for 2 days, that's when everything came off. So it was actually seeing people for the first time and seeing their expressions, and people seeing my expressions. I was doing so many mouth things with the Grinch. And so it was cool to see the reactions to what I was doing under the mask for that whole month that they couldn't see. I got into the hair and makeup chair like really early in the morning. And like you said, it took 3.5 hours to do. So I might have been asleep for some of it.
That's honest and beautiful. And look, I'm excited. My kids, I'm going to sit down with them and watch this with them. And, you know, I'm going to tell them that I met you. And they'll be like, whatever, Dad. Isn't it crazy? You thought your kids would, like, worship you. And your kids like, what? My kids are, like, annoyed by me. They turn when they see me on TV. They're like, Daddy's shows are boring. So at least you get the Grinch costume.
I know when I was actually in my whole getup, I was FaceTiming my son, and it actually took a little while for him to actually understand who I was. So I totally understand what you're saying.
Matthew Morrison, thank you for stopping by. The Grinch musical airs tonight. Don't miss it. We'll be back.
Thank you, Al.
Welcome back to DBL. The Affordable Care Act has been around for 10 years, but how much do you really know about it? We're sharing some fast facts on the Affordable Care Act on this DBL Health Alert presented by Health Markets. First up, it's been around since 2010. I said that right in the beginning, and was designed to provide affordable coverage for all Americans. So who benefits? If you don't have health insurance right now, or you buy it individually on the market like a small business owner, it could be for you. So why enroll? Well, it offers tax credits, and you can't be denied coverage because of pre-existing health problems, and prescriptions cost less. We've made it easy for you to find out if you're enrolled for an ACA plan. To get a free quote today, just call 1-800-753-3126.
Yes.
6.
Health important. Health insurance is so important as somebody that lived probably more years without it than with it, you know, post leaving my parents' house, and somebody that had a catastrophic injury without health insurance. Everyone, please, please have health insurance. I don't care if it's the lowest one they got. It's worth it.
It helps.
I'm for it too. I've talked to people who still don't have it that I know in my life, and they're like, well, it's probably going to equal the same amount if I don't have it and something catastrophic happens. I'm like, that's not true. And whoever told you that is definitely wrong. All right, guys, DBL is new every day. We'll be back tomorrow. Maybe Stephanie will be in more of a merry mood.
Thank you.